Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you are watching this video. Today's video is kind of a shout out to all the young ladies out there who may have a fancy occasion coming up, as such as homecoming. That's the time of year that we're focusing on right now, is new beginnings. And homecoming could be new beginnings of, like a romantic relationship, which I'm going to be doing a reading about in a moment, who your homecoming date may be. So first, though, I want to point out a few of our vintage clutches and purses. This is a vintage faux pearl clutch, JRUSA, with the original box, if some of you like pearls. This is a fancy one, a vintage gold clutch, clamshell, black beaded. The beaded ones are like normally my favorite. Velvet with beaded decorations, a satin black clutch, another oval satin black clutch. This is lace and beaded, more like the 1920s styles bags. Same with that beaded black one. Another very pretty gold clutch. If you like silvers, a silver clutch. And this one is actually my favorite, which is the red and like satin, red satin and black beaded clutch. All right, I'm going to choose, I think, 4 of these, and we will get into reading about who your homecoming date may be. Okay, so here we are. This reading is going to be about who your homecoming date may be. So if you're unfamiliar with Pick a Pile readings, this is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you just pick the pile that you are most drawn to. You can also use the purses above to help you choose. Once you are ready or have chosen the pile that you are most drawn to, you can just skip over to that reading. All right, so let's begin. Okay, hello, pile number 1. What we're going to start with, these cards are going to indicate the type of personality your homecoming date may have. Now, these are palmistry cards. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is how their palm is going to look, but I just use these to indicate personality aspects. Okay, so we have, let's see, we're going to do the lifeline, mentality, heart, and then fate. Okay, so the lifeline is showing that this person is actually more shy and aloof, and sometimes can be mistaken as cold or self-centered, but really they're not. It's just that they are just more of a shy type of person and kind of like more introverted. Okay. Then the mentality line shows that this person is also level-headed, very logical and realistic. So they're very good in practical manners and probably would do well in like business. So even though this maybe seem like more of a cold type of a person, I think this is just like their, definitely how their mind works. But luckily, their heart line shows that they are a very hopeful, generous person. They have a very loving nature, and normally their emotional involvements are very happy. So they seem to, when they do connect with people, once you get to know them, they're a person that you really enjoy being around, and they are very generous and loving towards you. The fate line, though, interestingly enough, also is definitely connected very much with the mentality line, as their success will come from personal effort and merit. So they will be like a self-made person. All right, so very nice, very nice. Next, we have some angel cards. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so this person might be someone that does really have a tattoo, or is, wants to get a tattoo, but their tattoo is definitely going to be one of like meaning, seeing that their heart line shows so much about, generosity and care. So any type of tattoo that they may have or may be planning on getting has like a very good deep meaning for them. And this is also a person that can see the beauty in the world. So they are very appreciative of, kindness of others, and, probably your personal kindness and beauty as well. Like that's, one reason they are very drawn to you is because you are very kind. And then lastly, I have just chosen a few tarot cards to see just kind of like how in general your relationship is. But plus I want to mention though, the choice of this, now that I've read some of these, the choice of this with the gold is definitely showing this person is going to be very successful. So the tarot cards are going to be 2 cards about what he's thinking about the relationship, 2 cards about what you think about the relationship, and then kind of the outcome card, like kind of where it's headed. So I'm going to do you first. So I feel like this is something that you want to make sure you see clearly. At this time, I think it's more like you possibly think it could be more than friends, but at the same time, you're not feeling like he's like the best catch at this point. So you're just kind of like, could be, couldn't be, not like your heart's desire or anything. Oh, but he actually, I think he really likes you, because this is the wish card, and I think he actually does wish that you had more of a relationship, but he's trying to get over maybe the fact that you don't feel the same way. So just keep that sensitivity in your mind of, we said he was very like sensitive up here, so just keep that in mind as you were, doing your relationship, having, have a good time at homecoming and everything, but obviously keep it where you want the relationship to be. So I do see, interestingly enough though, where this is headed is, I think unless something would change on your part, I don't think he can continue like being just like good friends with you. I think the relationship is heading for a change, whether that be that you guys are actually going to like be dating, or you're just kind of not really going to hang out anymore. And again, that's up to you to decide what you feel would be best in your best interest, or what you really, feel in your heart. All right, so that's all about your homecoming date. That's all I have today, and I hope that has been insightful to who it might be. And so, yeah, have a great time, and hopefully we'll see you here to get your little gold purse that will go with it. All right, guys, have a good one. Welcome, group 2. with the red satin and black beaded bag. Right off, I'm just gonna have a little reading about this bag, just with the colors. I feel like this group is gonna have, their date is going to be someone that they really have feelings for. Hopefully we'll see if they're reciprocated or not. We will start off with the palmistry cards, and as I explained with group 1, the palmistry cards aren't exactly obviously what your date's hands are gonna look like, but I just use these for characteristics of your date. Okay, so we're gonna do life, mentality, heart, and fate. Okay, so with this lifeline, this is a person that has good self-control. Their life is kind of governed by their ambitious side of their nature. So success is very important to them. This person mentally is actually has a very great imagination, but at times though, they are sometimes too sensitive. So that causes probably a lot of stress when they're so success driven, but yet are very sensitive. So at times they, need to have a time where they can learn how to relax or not take things too personally. This person could be at this point very like a moody person, or someone that is liable to have bouts of depression, but or they did in the past. So it's just really cool too, because in their heart line, this is someone who will have luck, money, and love in marriage. So I feel that once they find somebody that will definitely, someone that's going to make them feel kind of more confident in themselves, and don't take anything too personally, and don't judge themselves on their quote unquote success as they see it, because there's more to success. Although basically though, what will happen is they'll change their idea of success as a success in their relationship, which will definitely help to balance them out. So this will be, they'll start feeling like everything is turning around, everything is getting better for them once they find this particular person to share their life with. Unfortunately, a little bit that because of this sensitivity and everything, their fate line is saying that they will kind of have a hard time leaving the security of their family. So they might be someone that marries later in life, like definitely past their 30s or in their 30s, but not younger than 30, because they will have a hard time, getting to know people that they will definitely put their trust into and feel secure with. All right, so let's see what these cards are a little bit more about their personality. So again, their heart is really what becomes their definition of success, getting their heart's desires. So they are a leader, and so this mentality line, as we said, they seem very ambitious, and success is very important to them. But because they're sensitive, they find that all the success they can have in the non-emotional world isn't satisfying to them. So it's until they can really find someone, their heart's desire, is when they will feel that they have really attained success. So these last cards are tarot cards, and what they're going to be is that is what you're thinking about the relationship or feeling about the relationship. The other two are what they are feeling about the relationship, and the middle one will be kind of like where it's going, the outcome of how it's headed right now. So this will be you and them and the outcome. Okay, so you are really working hard to get their attention. So it does seem to me that this is somebody that you have feelings for more than just friends. However, you're definitely feeling that you're not able to be a priority in their life. You're really working hard to be, but you feel like they're just not seeing you. Okay, so their aspect is, I think they're afraid to move anything further past the friendship zone. And it's possibly, again, because they have such trust issues, or they're just so afraid of, they're getting hurt because they are so sensitive, that they are not finding the bravery to try to move this along past a friendship stage. So unfortunately, it seems like it's kind of stagnant at this point. Yeah, so I think what's going to happen is, it's great if you can maintain to be friends with them, but eventually, like, all this work you're putting into getting them to notice you and everything is just going to burn you out, because it's going to be a lot of energy for really no reward. So sometimes I know that's such a bummer if it's someone that you really, really wanted to like have a relationship with. But hopefully this can help you to know that, okay, you're gonna just be friends and, have fun if you're going to homecoming and, all that kind of, just enjoy the moment. But maybe try to separate yourself from these emotions and try to move on and direct your energies in another place. All right, thank you so much for letting me read for you today, pile number 2s, and I wish you all fun and happiness. Hello, pile 3. So if you picked the silver clutch, silver is talking about a lot of feminine energy. Like, think of the silver moon. The moon is feminine energy. So I feel that when you go to homecoming with this person, they're really going to make you feel special, that you're kind of in the spotlight as like a woman, that you look beautiful, and just that, kind of putting you in the spotlight that you deserve. So first cards we're going to use are the palmistry cards. And this is not saying that your date's hands are going to look exactly like this, but I use these to get their type of personality. And so actually, let's see, we're going to start with the lifeline, and then mentality, and heart, and the fate line. So this lifeline shows this person, it has a love of life. They have really good energy. They're physically fit. There's someone that's going to really love travel, and they're probably someone that will marry young, just because they have such a love for like life and spending time with a partner and people and just wanting to do everything. Oh my gosh, they're also super romantic and artistic. They have a really great imagination. So like, to be able to love life and have all this good energy and also be like romantic, this sounds like my type of guy. So interestingly though, this person has had or has rough times with loved ones or their home life. I think actually this is probably why this turned them so much into really wanting to love life and have love in their life, is because of what they feel that they're lacking or have lacked in their home life, and they really just want to turn that around, and that's really what they strive to have in their life. And the fate line is saying that they will have luck, success, and brilliance, which is really cool, because the brilliance honestly goes with just their great imagination that we talked about here with the mentality line. So they're likely to be very someone that is very artistic and that, in music or art or whatever type of, can be carpentry, can be whatever, that they are able to create from their heart, so their products are just beautiful and wonderful, and they will have much success with that. So yeah, this is like a really great pick right here. Pile number 3. This is a little bit more about them. All right, so okay, there you go. A little bit more about how they are physically fit, but also, that's so interesting that I said carpenter when I said what they might be good at, because this is talking about someone that's good at building, and of course, they're going to be in great shape because they're doing like physical manual work every day. But they're also someone that, again, because they're so into the romance and really wanting that in their relationship, they're someone that is very balanced as well in all their energies, or that find that that's in part of the importance in their life. And this is very nice, very nice. All right, so the last tarot cards we're going to use is going to talk about your personal situation with them. So 2 cards are going to be about how you feel about the situation. 2 cards is how they feel about the, I guess I should say, relationship rather than situation. And this is like the outcome of how things are heading right now. So you feel like super lucky to be, possibly going to homecoming with this person. But I'm wondering the disappointment maybe of, I'm feeling like you're going with them and you feel very lucky, but at the same time, maybe like you found out you weren't the first person that they asked to go. So in a way, it's just, you're disappointed because you weren't like their number 1 choice. But at the same time, you are pretty happy that you're going with them. Okay, and don't worry that you weren't their number 1 choice, because they still really see you as like a super loving and fun and nice person. So I'm wondering if actually they just didn't really know you or know of you, and until they like, maybe the person that they had asked first for some reason turned them down. Maybe they were kind of upset by that, and then were like, kind of commiserating with their friend about it, like, oh, I really wanted to go with so-and-so, but she turned me down. And then their friend was like, well, hey, do you even know this person? Because she's like so cool, she's so kind and nice, and she's just like way better. And so that's almost like he had some advice to ask you. So don't take it, even going back to this, don't be over disappointed about that, because I just think he didn't realize who you were, or what a catch you are. Okay, so how it's going at this, or how it looks like the energies are going towards the relationship, then I think you guys will have a really fun time at the dance and everything, but afterwards it'll feel like the energies between you are like taking a break or taking a rest. And I'm feeling it's because like he may still be hung up on that other person he asked at first, and kind of needs time to really get over that before he's ready to really have an actual relationship again. Okay? But, again, I'm going to tell this group, enjoy the moment. Don't worry about what will or will not be in the future. It's going to be a really great time for you. So, again, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the spotlight, enjoy the attention, and just relax and take it easy, and, let things happen naturally afterwards and see what happens. All right, thanks so much for letting me read you today, pile number 3, and I will see you later. Pile number 4, here's your reading for your possible homecoming date. So first of all, reading with this bag, I feel that this is somebody that you probably feel very safe and secure with. Someone maybe that you've known for a while. And so this will be like a very comfortable feeling that, and almost like unexpected, like, oh, of course they're going to homecoming together. Okay. But it's a very nice and like comfortable, safe, relaxed feeling. The first cards we're going to use are palmistry cards, and this is not like depicting your your date's actual hand, but I use these to get aspects of their personality. So we have the lifeline, their mentality line, heart, and fate line. So their lifeline line is that showing me that they may have times of feeling vulnerable and or like stressed out. So it seems like there are times where they're just like, I can't handle this, blah, like so. But you know, you just need at point they need someone, or you are in there to like calm them down and be like, look, everything's gonna be fine. You just need to calm down and just like not like worry about this so much. It's going to be fine. Overall, they are an independent thinker. So they like to go their own way or do things how they want to do them. And they love to be busy. So this is probably what's causing them to be so stressed out, is because they continually are adding more and more to their plate and overwhelming themselves. And then they're like, oh my God, I have so much to do. So they eventually, hopefully, they will learn to balance this out where they will feel busy but not overwhelmed. I think one reason though they do say yes to everything is because they are a very idealistic person, and they are kind of like searching for their purpose in life. So they'll take a chance and like try pretty much anything. But again, they're going to need to like make sure they do this within reason, so that they're not stressing themselves out. So in their heart line, their family is going through a divorce, or there has been already a divorce that they have dealt with in their family. So this is kind of like a deeper stress that stays with them, and probably like a little bit of the heartbreak or disappointment as well. So this is kind of like a low level of stress that's kind of always there, because what happens is they worry that this will happen again, as in like say their parents got divorced and then they just understood all the stress and everything that went through it, and then they worry that, oh my gosh, is this meaning that, you know, some in the future I'm going to have to go through this, or they're just afraid of the possibility of divorce. So they really are about finding a stable relationship. So their fate line, obviously they're a driven person, as we could tell, because they're like going. And they say they will be a boss. Like, they will be in charge of something. They will have a high position, and they will have a great success because they are so driven. They might even own their own business at some point. But again, that's, you know, this is all wonderful, but I think just having the right person in their life to keep them calm and be like, hey, I'm here for you, and you know, it's going to be all right, it is going to be something that they really need in their life. All right, so 2 more cards, just talk a little bit more about them. Okay, well, this makes sense, career change. So probably as they're going through life, they will have many different careers, because again, we said they are like just up for anything. They're looking for their purpose. They're going to keep trying different things until they feel that it's right. And interestingly enough, they might be good at expressing themselves through the written word. So again, because they are looking for a purpose in life, they might end up actually going into some sort of field where they feel like they can guide people, like a teacher, or some type, or like a writer that, you know, is helping people through the books that they write. So something that is like, they're looking to be a healing influence on the world. So nice. So the last tarot cards are, there's going to be 2 cards to see how you feel about the relationship, 2 cards about how they feel about your relationship, and then the card in the middle that kind of shows you where the energies are going towards right now. So this is you, this is them, and that's kind of where the energies are heading right now. So it's interesting because I feel like when you're with them, you really feel like you're a part of something, like a part of a bigger meaning, or a part of a group, or you feel like very welcomed, or they just make you feel like so like comfortable, like, yeah, you're definitely a part of my life, or definitely a part of this group. You fit in, and you're just like, what would we do without you? So again, it's just feeling very safe and protected and just so comfortable with them. I'm not saying that at times they can't be a pain in the butt, right? Because there's going to be times where you're going to be struggling with them, but overall, like, the relationship is good. So, you know, maybe when these times when they're super stressing out, you're like, oh my God, he's driving me crazy, or she's driving me crazy, because, you know, stressed out. That, you know, those times happen, but overall, for the majority, you have a very, like, good, solid, comfortable relationship. Oh my gosh, so I love this because he actually thinks like you guys make a great, like, team, like a great power couple almost. So not knowing if this is really a romantic feelings, but at this point he just is like, you know, again, this is expressing this person. I keep saying him just because the King of Coins usually is a man, but it can be like, you know, whatever. It could be a girl, doesn't have to be. It can be same sex as you or whatever. But anyways, this person, your date person, again, is like, they know they're going to be successful, and they know like, hey, I'm going to be a boss one day. I know, like, I'm going to find my purpose. And they really feel that you are a supporter of them, and that you have so much to give as well. Like, they feel that you are so super intelligent and smart that they totally depend on your, you know, advice, and would come to you and be like, hey, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? So they really see you as like a great team. So I definitely see that this is a friendship that will definitely last a long time. I don't know if it'll ever get beyond friendship status, but I'm not really sure if either of you are really looking for that. But you definitely have a really great bond, a really great friendship, and it will, you know, persist into the future. So have a very fun and relaxing time at homecoming. Enjoy each other, enjoy your friends. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next readings. Bye.